I have been listening to some young guys conversing, and to me, they really do not understand the importance of the relationship that we are doing. Uh, it is very sad that relationship is the coming together of two people from two different homes in a way of understanding themselves, building their life together, and then raising a family together. Naturally, if a man is interested in a woman or a woman is interested in a man, the first thing to do is to cut. That is a cutting is a phase to study each other. You cut the person to see whether he fits into your lifestyle or the kind of life you want to have. Usually, you want to know most of the time his temperament, his mood, his spiritual aspect, his relation with other family members and the public. You try to find out, you know, this kind of information from the person you want to build your life with. And relationship actually really doesn't really have any age gap. For the young ones, especially in school, actually even GSS, SS, they've even gone past as these days. They want to be ahead of their time. And so they do a lot of things that are very, very scary. They even get involved in what mommy and daddy does. They want to live some kind of life. I don't know whether they can sustain it. Some of them want to, from GSS, they want to become a rich person just like that. I mean, we've seen it. It's not like I'm just saying it. Remember some years back, is it Kaswa? Somewhere, yeah, Kaswa around the central region area. Some friends in basic school, basic education sacrificed another friend for money ritual. I'm sure you remember that. And these are kids, and they want to be rich of a sudden because they have seen gaps that they want to exploit. Their families, their parents are not controlling them. They see that they have to be a man of a sudden. And so it really actually doesn't come with any age gap. But to be on the safer side, there are laws. In each country, there are laws that guide people coming together in a relationship. Uh, for the girls, some places they give up to 16 years for you to enter a relationship with a man. In other place, they expect you to be older 18. Others, they want you to be older than that. Our children that are growing, especially the school girls, those that we have had full control over them, they even slow down until the age 25, 28. No, some of them 24, yeah, 24 to 28 before they start, having interest to go into a relationship with a guy. And remember, while you are cutting the person and you are studying the person, you as a lady too, you need to know. You see, because what I've come to understand, the girls are now looking for guys that will take care of everything of theirs, every problem. Their parental homes that she is coming from, taking care of their parent, mother, father, and siblings. They want the man to be in charge of everything and taking care of. her and the house and the children. And these are way too much for a person. And that's the more reason why the women can easily exit a relationship when they find out that things they are looking for in the relationship they can no longer get it. Relationship should be such that the woman is able to contribute something. But before that, even though if you're a woman, you have your own job doing, my biggest advice is for you to first of all help the woman set her up so that she have money coming from another side. You see, when you don't engage a woman actively in economic life, they become a huge liability. They become a very, very huge liability. And that can be very, 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 very scary. Hold on. Hello? Hello? Good afternoon. Oh, Charlie, it not be me. Oh. My people are just messing me up. Even the last time, Alexander spoke to me, I wanted to give their number because so that they would find Okada to deliver. They are just messing me up. As we speak now, the production is still not stable. Any fish that I deliver to you, they will all die. That's the reason why I have not made a move. But you are the only people left. Just the two of you. Others have already taken care of that. Just the two of you left. So just be patient. Let them, whatever things they are doing at the hatchery, they should fix it. Then I will get you people your own. And they will deliver to you themselves. Then you guys can pay them from there for the transportation. Uh, I'm waiting for the manager to communicate that to me. I can't just sit in the office here and give you that. Okay. Sorry, it has really delayed. I understand, but you guys should be patient. All right. Oh, no problem. Once I get the good formation, I'll relay. All right. Thank you. Okay. So, sorry. So that is that, and the woman must also contribute something in the relationship. It has to be a 50-50 kind of arrangement. For me, if the man want to do it, but the thing is that it should be that the woman should also contribute 50% in the relationship. If not, they become very parasitic, they become over demanding, unnecessary kind of uh, uh, banter you'll be having with them. But when she get to know she's contributing 50% in the relationship, her parasitic nature reduces, diminish. So a woman should also come to the table contributing something in the relationship. If you ask any woman, what are you bringing to the table right now? They will tell you that, oh, the thing be in between their legs. That's what they always have been saying. And I keep telling them, so after that thing between your legs, what else are you bringing to the table? They will still tell you it's the same thing they are bringing to the table. Which means if they are with you and you cannot provide what that is needed, they will just exit. These are people who easily walk out of relationship like magic. And I think men should begin to wake up and begin to. And a woman must also begin to contribute and invest in the relationship. Mm. You see, when a woman has invested so much in a relationship, she doesn't gamble. She doesn't take unnecessary risk. But if you just take a woman just because you want what is in her thighs, and that's the only thing you want, and you are not asking for more, you are finished though. You're automatically finished. Because there are things that will stabilize. So, see, let me tell you, my grandfather really married a lot of women, and he stayed with all of them until he died. He has so many children. I mean, so many children. Some of them even didn't even know themselves until the death of grandpa. And that's when they got to know that his children, some are here, there. And by the time they were counting like 99, more came, and they were almost like 200 plus. But these women invested, even though then it was not that flamboyant good like the way we have it now. The women then were investing because many of them, and that time farming was the only thing they could do. Grandpa could go to the bush, get catch some livestock, bring it, and the whole house. But everybody was contributing, and nobody was going. But today, no. Somebody, a man would genuinely open his heart and say that I love this girl, I'll do anything for this girl, and then he forgets to ask a woman for the 50-50 contribution in the relationship. And then the slightest mistake or the slightest chance the woman gets, she wants to go. And that is very, very sad. So I'm saying that let the woman contribute, but get them, set them up. You see, some of them come from wherever they come from with no skills. That means no vocation, no school. They've not gone high. Even so many of them stop at the basic level. No skills, so that's very, very, very dangerous. And they don't have anywhere to do anything. But for you as a man who cares, don't just bring every woman to you. If you really want this one, this lady, you show her to the family. I mean, let the family get to know the two of you. Then you set her up. Then with that money, she can also be making something. And even though it is for her, she's doing it also to reduce the load on you, the men. And many of us, again, we accept women who have come with children from their past relation, and it's very sickening. They have even caused more problem than you can't correct the child, you can't send the child, you can't do anything, and it's just like before the child comes first, you come second, and even though it is they are living under your roof, you are taking feeding all of them, you are the number two, and is bad. A woman really don't make mistake. A woman knows who the father of their children or their child will be. They know. So a woman doesn't make mistake. All this one you see a woman say that oh, born one, born two, born three, and they are saying that oh it was a mistake. Men who deceive them is a lie. They know who exactly they want to become the father of their children, and that's what they do. A woman will not mind to open her leg. Let me reserve that part. So remember, when you accept a woman with children from somewhere else, there's also a tendency that when you take care of these children, they become somebody in society. There's tendency that these children will always go back to find their father, and they always do find their father. Women are having problem with men who go into amorous relationship with other women, and they too they have decided on their own that if a man sleep with a woman, they too they will sleep with other men. But you see, in my tribe, In my tribe, the Anglo tribe, two women, two men cannot sleep with one woman and know themselves. No way. It can't be possible. It is either one person must die, and that is even the more reason why they will not want to share their woman with another person. And again, no man likes a woman who cheats or who has been caught cheating. No man. The moment they get to know you cheat, that is the end of you. The reason is a woman is like a house. And then you are allowing every man to enter. Every man, any man to enter. And remember, there are three kinds of men. There are men that are from God, men that are made from the devil himself, and there are men that are born by man. And then you open your doors for these three to enter. You can see the negative energy that will come from one side. And that's why many women who cheat and they still remain in relationship with very successful men within a short period of time, they dried up. They dry up. They dry up. If it is their business that is doing well, it will crash. If finance that they were having a lot, it will dry. If even if it is friends, good friends that they have who used to help them, they will leave. And that is when the man has unfaithful woman in his life. And if you read the book of Lamentation, all these things are there. All these things are there. The consequences of just sleeping anywhere and having all kinds of amorous relationship with anything. You understand? And I think the men must pay attention to that. Because what threatens relationship more these days is a woman who is not loyal, not faithful, a woman who easily accepts, who opens her door to accept any man into her life. As I'm saying, in other tribe, the moment you cheat, you die, you go mad, something like that. The Yoruba people used to have a similar, the Yorubas and the Ebers, they seem to have something similar. And just recently, I just realized that uh, because they live very close to each other in, what do you call it, Ogun State, Ibadan, and the rest, or your state, they understand, they have very similar culture, practice, and stuff like that. You can't just be going anywhere and be sleeping with any kind of man. And men these days, they are pouring certain kind of sin into women who destroy people's things, destroy people's happiness, people's home, people's finance, people's business, they destroy everything. And that is becoming unbecoming lately. So we have seen more threat aside cheating, aside trust, aside money, and then the worst of it all is family. Hey, have you seen what is been happening lately? Especially the women with their daughters and how they control their daughters to leech on the man, and even some of the men take these their daughters to school, put them into school, make sure they become, all of a sudden they come tomorrow and say that, oh, you are not my class. And my daughter cannot marry you. These kind of women, they are there. No, they are there. In short, what I'm trying to say is that all these things, you must, in a way, understand and prepare your heart before finally you tie the knot. If you don't, if you don't have a heart to tolerate a man sleeping outside, don't go and be doing boss that you are also a leader, a woman. You can no. Women are supposed to be a vessel, and a woman who cheats has made up her mind to cheat. In fact, she has already made up her mind that the person she's in relationship with should die, should fall sick, something terrible should happen to them. And that is women. But a man can't go like that. A man can still be cheating, but still remain and still be doing her job to the woman that is at home. And so that these young ones must know some of these things and begin to appreciate how to go about it. And if you want to go into a relationship, be ready to accept the person's fault. No, be ready to accept the person's fault. What the person, I mean, you should be ready to let go. You shouldn't, at the whim of just cheating, break your own home and say you are leaving. It doesn't make sense. You understand? So just protect yourself and make sure, but put all this information aside. So I mentioned poverty the last time and I wanted to explain it a little bit further. Poverty to me is the absence of money, absence of food, because you need money to buy food, right? And absence of necessary basic necessity. And then the absence of friends. So you imagine you can be poor, but you still have friends somewhere you can rely on. Sometimes you can go and they'll sort you out. Some of them can even give you some things. You can go to a place, they can even give you a sack of something. But when it is poverty, it's worse than poor. For poverty is the absence of money, absence of basic needs, absence of food, absence of good friends. Everywhere you go, people want to refuse you. That is poverty. This time, anything you are looking for, you can easily find. That is poverty. You understand? And in some family, people now buy position in their family. It's like if you're in a family and you have siblings and you don't have money, others want to avoid you. So others use money to buy. And it is sad. Whereas they forgot that even among the siblings, everyone is fighting a different battle. I was reading an article about the firstborns. And I realized why most firstborns are not that very successful. And especially those of them who are very conscious of themselves, the family they are in, they are not very successful. All because they have made it that being the firstborn, because they knew what happened to the firstborn in Egypt. They knew about that. And so they became that gate to block any negative energy that will reach the other siblings behind him or her. Now let me not even add him. So they become the main gate and said that anything bad that should happen to should end here. And it is them who is standing in front. And then the siblings are having easy life, looking good, succeeding in everything, and they forget the firstborn. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And it is, I mean, I know many of you can see this thing happen. We also have a situation whereby men also defile themselves. They defile themselves because they open other gates in their life which shouldn't be open. And one of those things is they sleep with women who have flow of blood. In the first place, when you are sleeping with a woman, you're opening a door. Now, when the woman now is flowing blood and you are now sleeping with it, is like just the same way God has spoken to us about blood, what we shouldn't do with blood, what we should do with blood, things like that. That's the way it is. That the woman is having blood flow and you are inside her. And some of us too will do some other thing. We want to be romantic. We want to enjoy sweet relationship. So some of you will go suckle a woman private part. We suckle a woman private part, and then we want to use the same mouth to pray to God. The same mouth to pray to God. These are completely unnecessary doors and unnecessary mouth to use to speak to God. Sex opens doors, but sex with blood involved is terrible. So somebody will ask me, what will you do? How can you cleanse yourself? I don't really know, but I know that there are a lot of things you can do to clear off the negative energies around. Maybe you should meet the pastors. And even the pastors, they are not talking about it in church. Because they themselves too are involved in the sex act. They sleep with more of their members. So they don't preach about it, so nobody is guilty of anything. When was the last time you went to the church and they preach about sex, adultery? When? In the church? No, in the church they always preach about prosperity, money, donations, and all those things. That's what they preach about. As if that is the only thing that's in the Bible, leaving the other part. So, if you want to go into a relationship, fine, just go. But I want you to know that there are some little things that you need to, watch yourself and position yourself. Uh, you need trust. You need family, good family. In some family, they don't even want to see the one partner. So many of you, you go in there and say that, oh, he lost me, so I'm going to, and then you go there and you are hustling with that person. Whereas life should be easier for all of you. You understand? And okay, let me just drop this one here. Thank you.